Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk news. I'm Ollie Davis. A week or two ago, PW Insider reported that there's backstage talk in WWE of moving Michael Cole to a more behind-the-scenes role. It's probably a good idea. At WWE's current rate of announcer acquisition, we'll have 19-man booths by the end of the year, which doesn't just clutter the on-screen product, it's also a severe health and safety hazard. With Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson being brought in alongside Tom Phillips for NXT, who himself is on SmackDown's four-man commentary team with David Otunga, JBL and Mauro Ranallo, who does play-by-play for 205 Live with Austin Aries and Corey Graves, who announces Raw with Cole and Byron Saxton, and former Ring of Honor and New Japan color commentator Steve Corino recently joining the company, Cole himself fueled the lineup speculation, tweeting, "The future of Raw? Corey Graves, Austin Aries, Tom Phillips, Nigel McGuinness. Is Byron Saxton finally out?" With a picture of them all together with Saxton jobbed out at the back. That or he fell asleep watching a Stephanie McMahon promo. According to Showbuzz Daily, Monday night's post-Royal Rumble episode of Raw received 3.615 million viewers. That is way up from last week's 3.292 million, and it was the highest rated show since the post-WrestleMania Raw in April last year. Which sounds really good. Raw is on the up and up. Let's make the show 4 hours long with 20 people on commentary. Actually, the trends of time are usually imperceptible in the week-to-week breakdowns, like trying to watch a minute hand move on a clock. You trick yourself into thinking there isn't much movement at all. Last year's post-Rumble Raw averaged just over 4 million viewers. The year before that, in 2015, a show that was actually just interviews and Rumble replays because the live event was cancelled for weather conditions, was 4.42 million. 5 years ago, in 2012, when Raw was only 2 hours long, the post-Rumble show averaged 5.21 million. When Paul Heyman was asked about the 3-hour length of Raw on the WWE Network's Bring It to the Table, he rather brashly replied, "Well, if you don't like it, don't watch it." If you step back and look at the numbers, whatever the reason behind them, over 1.5 million people, 30%, have. I know the answer. Turn Sasha Banks heel. As has been reported in the past, the long-term plan has always been for Sasha to turn heel, as that's what her character is much better suited for. When Bayley advised Sasha not to fight Nia Jax with an injured knee on this week's Raw, Banks responded that, "Unlike some people, I am not okay with coming up short." Let me just translate that from bitch speak into real talk. Oh, she actually means, "Bayley, you're a loser." Dave Meltzer said on Wrestling Observer Radio that a Banks heel turn is coming fairly soon off the back of this angle. It'll be a great way to get Sasha over properly. Her positioning as Raw's top babyface never felt natural, and to give Bayley a wronged best friend underdog storyline. Also on Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer gave an update on the Undertaker's condition at the Royal Rumble. He was hurting real bad last night. You can look at him and see that he wasn't in shape. It's the hip. He came back too quick from surgery. I think that's pretty clear. When he was backstage, he was hurting a lot. Taker underwent hip surgery last September as a temporary fix and was clearly not moving around as well as usual in the Royal Rumble match. He was quickly eliminated by Roman Reigns after just 5.5 minutes, which seems to set up a match between the two at WrestleMania 33. There are rumors going around that this year's Mania will be Taker's last, like what people say every year. So with Taker being an old school guy, maybe he'd want to go out, putting over Roman Reigns, turning the guy heel in the process. Yeah? No, probably not. How would you book Undertaker versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Tell me your plans in the comments below, and then get hashtag #MakeRaw2Hours trending on Twitter. Make sure to copy in at USA_network with each tweet. The results for this week's Raw poll rating are in. 63% of you agreed with me at core, while 25% were slightly less impressed at average. That's the highest rated episode since we've started doing these. If you want to watch my Royal Rumble review or find out the real reason why Randy Orton won, click the videos to the left and subscribe. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.